Okay, we're leaving Poland. This is Latavius. That was Poland. Russia's that way. Well, that was something new. First time I've ever seen just about 100 yards, 200 yards just before the Polish border is the police, which are never at these borders, but basically there because of the migrant stuff or immigrant stuff. They don't want them in Poland, so they're checking them at the border. If you don't have your paperwork, go back to the other country. Next standing joke is, look how much the countryside changed. I just went over the border. I'm in a new country. It's completely changed. Just like Poland, up in this region, there's a lot of little lakes. People doing their little boating thing and have their cottages along the lakes. Properties are a little bit bigger on this side. Less people, more space. Days like today are the fun ones. As you go through the rain here, you can see the sunny spot up over there, but big old nasty cloud just pissing down on you. Gotta be fun. Even though there's no real bike route here, there is a bike fix-it station. Rest stop. Strange, but not the same as Poland style. Definitely the style of the houses and that, and different things up here changed a lot already. I mean, just to come a little ways. And now you're into a more real rustic look of places. Alright, something I normally don't do, campish type grounds here. I'm going to camp. There's another cyclist here, talk to them for a bit, call it a night over here. The sun has actually come out after being pissing down rain for the last couple hours while riding, so hopefully we'll get a nice sunset. Well, morning doesn't look promising. Last night had a nice sunset, everything else, but this morning doesn't look that promising again. Nah, the other cyclist has already taken off. The cat and that I've packed up and ready to go. See if I can find a place to get some food. Okay, back in the land of the Orthodox churches. They'll now have 2 towers instead of 1, so they're more Orthodox style. Okay, back in countries where Sunday the bigger stores are open, the malls and the regular shops are all closed Sunday, but the grocery stores, some of them are open normal hours, so that's a good thing. A quick little FYI for those of you that may be following or don't follow. Once you pass Poland and you reach the Baltic states or the Scandinavian countries, for the most part, you don't have bike trails. You have routes, yes, but bike trails, bike paths have a tendency to completely disappear. You're thrown onto the roads. The good thing is, for the most part, traffic on a good percentage of these roads isn't heavy. And I ain't gonna say it's not fast, but it's not heavy. So they're doable, they're nice. For the most part, the cars are good, they go around, so on and so forth. Just like the Polish route, here we come very close all the time to the border, towns that border with Russia, Kaliningrad area, and go around. So we're going around this and see where it takes us. Okay, apparently this road that runs right along the Kaliningrad border goes from paved to our lovely gravel and back to paved again, depending on where it's at. So this ought to be an interesting ride. Well, I may have made a big mistake here. This road is pea gravel. I mean, dirt roads are one thing, but pea gravel is another. You can't see it. There are piles of rock, so the bike tires sink into that. you get no speed, no nothing. Then you can also ride here on the side here, this stuff, which if you're lucky, you just hit a bunch of rocks and twist and turn your front tires because you're moving so slow. So hopefully there'll be a road to get off this here soon and get back to paved road, because like I say, this, if you look there, you can't ride in that. The tires just sink. It's worse than sand because it's just rock. For cars it's okay, but for a bike, no way. Okay, the worst part about this road is going back, same road, not an option. Forward, again, it goes on and off these little villages where it goes paved for a few minutes and then it goes back to this gravel stuff. Hopefully the gravel just gets better, but otherwise I'm in the middle now. It's either 10, 14, this, that. Not much difference which way I go to find something paved to get out of here. So 5 extra kilometers in one way, at least going forward, instead of going backwards and doubling everything. So may as well push on, go forward. So how life goes sometimes. Well, at least I'm not the only fool. Just a reminder to everybody, not every camping spot, even though as beautiful as the shelter is and everything else, are responsible things to do. If they've posted like there that it's not camping, make sure you don't camp. Just find another one. These are very nice, but the problem is not only are they on the trail, this is a rest area, so probably could stay here, but being this, it's going to get a lot of traffic, so late sleep and early wake up. As I've said before, there's bike routes, but they don't go very far and they don't go very many things. This one here, as you see, just a short, maybe 10 kilometers from one end to the other. It does have a bunch of information. Tells you where the campsites are, some sites around the area. But other than that, not much to it. On the other side of the road over there is the river that divides Russia, Kaliningrad. It's on that side of the river. And we're on this side of the river. So that's the dividing border point. Goes all the way down now till the coast. The last route, this was kind of what I was expecting, was a road like this, decent gravel, stuff like that everywhere. And then on the other side, of course, that side of the river is Russia, the upper part of Lithuania. When I went across there, we didn't see that. It was just couldn't see anything from the road. Now this part, yeah, a little bit different. So we're gonna take a look around here and see what's here. All right, unfortunately I gotta make some changes. Camped here last night, very nice spot off the road. Got a good night's sleep. Didn't realize there was a time change and everything else. But the main thing that's happening is the weather's just not changing. It just keeps getting worse and worse as far as the rain goes. The rain's not stopping. I'm getting breaks in the rain like I do right this second. But overall, the rain is coming back hardcore. Last night it peed down rain. I mean, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I can only get out of the hammock now and break it down because it's been raining all morning. So I'm gonna have to rechange the route. The route I looked at going yesterday, that when I could see the weather radar, it said it's just gonna be pissing down rain that way. So I'm gonna have to go back to where I can pick up a 3G signal, check the weather report and see if there's any way around these torrential rains. You'd think by the photos I posted, it's been great weather, but as you can see by the radars coming on, the rain has just been atrocious this season, coming on and off. It switches around faster than you can blink. Just get heavy downpours, then you'll get a clear spot, heavy downpours, clear spot, heavy downpour. But it's just been relentless, not really changing for the season. They say it's one of the worst for Europe this year to have this much rain this long a period of time and just continue to come back and back and back. So I'm constantly having to change routes to try to avoid the heavy stuff, but as you see, there is just no avoiding it. I've gone to where it's supposed to be, and now I've gone to where the rain is, and now I've got to go back around to where I was before to try to attempt to avoid this rainstorms. The rain just keeps coming on and off, on and off. It's getting to the point of yeah, tiring. So I'm going back the way I just came a little bit to the city, see if I can reevaluate and find anything around this. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.